Hello, everyone. Welcome to yet another guided newspaper practice session. We organize these sessions every morning with the aim to help students improve their reading ability, improve the way they speak, and also improve vocabulary. All right. So today we have picked one such article that talks about NASA's mission to Moon and Mars. We're planning to send astronauts to Moon and Mars, and the article is about the economic benefits associated with doing that. Okay, so that's what today's article is all about. Hi Sahil, hi Utkarsh, good morning. Just give me a hi if you have joined the session. Amarjeet, Avinash, Vinil, Ajanta, good morning. Okay, so if you guys are attending this session for the first time, you need to understand that we do 4 rounds of these sessions. So I just read the article very quickly and then you try to understand it. And we then do guided reading. I explain you the article sentence by sentence and then you try to understand the meaning of less common words. The third round is guided speaking. You speak these sentences aloud so that you understand how to stress and maintain pauses in your sentences. And then the fourth round is about writing, essentially framing sentences and your opinions. Okay. Shonu, Digvijay, Madhvi, Kshitij, Jobi, Neelam, Saurabh, good morning. Alekhya, good morning. Srimali, all right. Okay, so let's get going with this particular article. So this article is about NASA's mission. I mean, sending astronauts to Moon and Mars, and mostly the economic benefits associated with doing that. Okay, and mostly the author feels that now that coronavirus pandemic has, caused danger to all lives on Earth, he feels that we should start exploring life on Moon and Mars. Okay, so that's what the article is all about. Let's try reading it. Okay, let's try quickly reading it, and then I will explain you the article in detail. All right. Yes, yes. Just try and understand as I speak. Okay. Okay. While the global coronavirus pandemic has cast a haze of uncertainty over our lives on Earth, we are finding hopes in the stars. The highly contagious virus continues to disrupt our financial stability as businesses fold, retailers struggle, and restaurants try to survive. However, NASA's Mars mission offers an economic bright spot nationally and in Virginia. Under the Artemis program, NASA will land the first woman and the next man on the moon by 2024 to study the lunar surface and live there. Then comes the next giant leap for humanity, sending astronauts to Mars within the decade. The economic effects are already being felt. The Moon to Mars mission generated approximately 300 million in direct economic benefits for Virginia during the 2019 fiscal year through thousands of jobs and government contract opportunities for goods and services, according to a report by Natalie P. Okay, Natalie P. Voorhees Center at the University of Illinois at Chicago. The report said 1,221 jobs directly are related to the mission. In Virginia, the total economic impact from NASA is more than 27,000 jobs, 2 billion in labor income, 5.5 billion in economic output, and nearly 220 million in tax revenues for state and local governments, according to a report. NASA Langley Research Center in Hampton is playing a key role in this mission. Let's just move forward. We're proud to be an integral part of sending the first woman and the next man to the moon and then to the Mars. Langley spokeswoman April Phillips said in an email to the Daily Press. We are already pleased to see, along with our commercial partners, we are contributing to a growing aerospace economy in Virginia that benefits everyone. While the mission will benefit the state economically, it will also reap rewards through technological advances, innovation, and perhaps most importantly, our imaginations. Picture life on the lunar surface or in a Martian colony or even beyond. Think about many scientific discoveries and opportunities this endeavor will create and those that already have been developed. Space exploration literally opens our world to endless possibilities and for the better. Okay, easy article. Did you guys find this interesting? A very interesting take on finding life in Moon and Mars, right? Yes, did you find it interesting and did you understand it most importantly? It had some great collocations, it had some great phrases and idioms for you to pick from. Yes, were you able to identify them? Yes, yeah, correct. Deep, Avinash, Kshitij, right? This was very interesting take on how it economically benefits a certain place. We didn't know of this angle at all, right? Yes, I'm coming to the meanings. I'm just trying. It's just that the entire article is opinionated about the economic benefits that are associated with sending people to Moon and Mars. Okay, all right. Okay. Okay, great. Let's just read these article a little more in detail. Okay. Yeah. While the global coronavirus pandemic, I'm sure you know what pandemic means. Anything that's any disease that has spread worldwide, okay, has caused damage worldwide. That's a pandemic, has cast a haze of uncertainty. What is cast a haze of uncertainty? Again, it means that it has kind of blanketed the entire world with uncertainty, has covered the entire life on earth with uncertainty. What is uncertainty? You're not being sure of something, right? So that's uncertainty, as in what will happen next. That's uncertainty. So cast a haze, as in has covered the entire earth with uncertainty. We're finding hope in the stars now. Okay, so that's what this coronavirus pandemic has done. That's what this means, cast a haze. Okay, moving on, the highly contagious. Look at this phrase, contagious. What is contagious? Anything that spreads like wildfire, right? Contagious, anything that's communicable. Communicable disease, that's the coronavirus. So, highly contagious disease continues to disrupt our financial stability. Disrupt, disturb. Okay, disturb the balance, or again, so disrupt the financial balance that we have. Basically means disturb, hamper. Okay, that's what it means. Okay, disrupt our financial stability as businesses fold. Now, this is a very interesting verb. So, usually we understand that fold is to literally change the shape of something and then reduce the shape of something. That's what fold means, right? Here in this sentence, fold actually means to strain businesses, to affect businesses negatively. Okay, so businesses are shrinking in size, businesses are reducing in size. That's what fold means. Okay, retailers struggle. You know what? Who retailers are? Anybody who sells commodities and food items on retail. Okay, such retailers. Amazon is a retailer. Okay, Walmart is a retailer. All right, any big supermarket stores, that's a retailer. Retailers struggle and restaurants try to survive. Restaurants are finding it difficult to survive, right? However, NASA's Mars mission offers an economic bright spot. What does that mean? Again, it just gives an opportunity to for US and for Virginia. It's a place in US to find some light in the dark. Okay, that's an idiom. Light in the dark means an idiom, right? So it offers an economic bright spot, as in there's a chance that the economy can boom or build. Okay, all right. So that's what this article is all about, right? Now let's just move forward. Under the Artemis program, that's what the program's name is. It's not an English word. Under the Artemis program, NASA will land the first woman and the next man on moon by 2024 to study the lunar surface. Moon is called lunar surface. I mean, the moon's surface, lunar surface, and live there. Okay. Then comes the giant leap for humanity. What is giant leap? Again, something that's like a big step for humanity. That's what it is. Imagine you take small steps and walk, and suddenly you take a big step. That's giant leap. Okay, so leap is basically a step, and again, it's usually used in symbolic sense to take a big step in anything in your career or in your personal life. All right, sending astronauts to Mars within the decade. What is the decade now? 2020 to 2029. That's the decade. Okay, yes, now did you understand the article? Yeah, great words, right? Great words for you to pick up from. And every word, that you find here is can either be useful in speaking or in the writing sections. Look at how a simple sentence has been phrased so well, right? That's the beauty of newspaper articles. Yes, now did you guys understand this? Understand this article to some extent? Yeah, Manoj, Utkarsh, Dheeraj. Yeah, correct. All right. Okay, Shiv Kailash, Dheeraj. Okay, yeah. Okay, I hope the others are able to understand as well. If you find this vocabulary a little difficult, let's just try and frame sentences with whatever words you find difficult. Okay, all right, moving on. The economic effects already are being felt. What is an effect? What is an effect? Effect is an impact. Okay, that's what it means. Effect is an impact. The Moon to Mars mission generated approximately 300 million in direct economic benefits for Virginia during the 2019 fiscal year. Okay, so this particular mission generated, as in, gave out so much money, $300 million. Okay, in direct economic benefits, advantage, economic, anything that involves money. Okay, for Virginia during the 2019 fiscal year, again financial year, it's different from physical. Okay, fiscal year, financial year, remember that. Okay, through thousands of jobs and government contract opportunities for goods and services. Okay, now here remember, goods is anything that is a commodity, anything that's an item. It is different from good. Okay, good is something, is an adjective. All right, whereas goods is a commodity. Okay, remember this, don't make the mistake here. Yeah, goods, that's how it's pronounced. Okay, cast a haze to just blanket the entire world, cover the entire world. Okay, according to a report by the Natalie P. Voorhees Center at University of Illinois at Chicago. The report said 1,221 jobs directly are related to this mission. So they're kind of displaying evidences or giving you examples saying this is how it benefited Virginia. Okay, especially in this year, 2019 fiscal year. Okay, moving forward. In Virginia, the total economic impact, again, they're not using the same words if you notice. So they said economic effects and now economic impacts. Okay, paraphrasing, the total economic impact from NASA is more than 27,000 jobs, 2 billion in labor income, as in people who are involved in labor, they get so much collectively, $2 billion as income. Okay, 5.5 billion in economic output. Okay, again, something that is a result of something, and nearly 220 million in tax revenues. So I'm sure you know what tax revenues mean. Tax revenue is basically the money collected as tax by both the state and the central governments. Okay, according to the local government in this case. They mean to say that the entire state and the local government is earning so much in tax revenues because of this. Okay, so it is all again a proof that having this mission is a great economic benefit for not just Virginia, but also a lot of people and also the entire nation at large. That's what they mean to say. Okay, moving forward, NASA Langley Research Center in Hampton, it's again a place, is playing a key role in the mission. What does this mean? It is very important. That's what it means. Okay, mission is something like a goal or an objective. That's what mission means. Is playing a key role is a great collocation, is like a significant person in this role, or not really a person, in this case an organization. Okay, so I'm sure you made note of these words and you can use them in your essays or your speaking tests anywhere. Okay, now, so we're proud to be an integral part again. Integral part, important part. Also, integral means important. Okay, so look at how they're paraphrasing vocabulary. They're not using the same word over and over again, right? So just take note of these words. This is how you learn new vocabulary. Okay, of sending the first woman and the next man to the moon and then on to Mars. Langley spokesperson said to email. Okay, we are pleased to see that along with our commercial partners, anybody who does business with you is a commercial partner. We are contributing to a growing aerospace economy in Virginia that benefits everyone. Okay, we're contributing again, we're giving our own something that belongs to us, we're just giving it to the growing aerospace economy. Okay, now moving forward, while the mission will benefit the state economically, it will also reap rewards through technological advances. As in, it is not just that the state is benefiting through gaining money or giving jobs to the others. It will also reap rewards, be beneficial. That's what it means. Be beneficial, be advantageous to something. Okay, it will also reap rewards through technological advances, again developments in technology, enhancements in technology, innovation, and perhaps most importantly, our imaginations. So it is kind of benefiting the state not just with money, with technology, with innovation, and with imagination. Okay, and so the article tells you picture life, as in imagine life on the lunar surface in a Martian colony or even beyond. Think about many scientific discoveries and opportunities this endeavor will create. Again, how many discoveries, how many inventions can happen, how many opportunities can come up with this endeavor, with this trial? That's an endeavor. Something that is a try, something that you do as a trial, that's an endeavor. Okay, effort basically, and those that already have been developed. Space exploration literally opens our world to endless possibilities. Again, so as in exploring moon, exploring Mars, literally opens our world to endless a number of possibilities, and for the better, as in all for the good, right? So that's what the article tells you. And now, was this article easy? Did you pick up vocabulary? Did you make note of these words? Great. Good job, Sana. Yes. Right? So this was a wonderful article giving you an opportunity to learn some great words and learn how paraphrasing is important. This is a great example. Okay? Yes. Right. So let's just look at some words that we learned today, because there are a lot of them. Okay, and we'll just look at some words and then we will do guided speaking. Okay, so this is for you to understand that reading actually helps you open to learn a lot of vocabulary. Yes, good job, everyone who's giving me a yes. Praschiv, Madhvi, Jobi, Dheeraj, Utkarsh, Palvi, Nikhila. Yes, great. So let's just understand some idioms, some collocations, and also some less common words. Okay. So one that we learn is definitely cast a haze. It means to cover everything with uncertainty. That's what this particular phrase means. cast a haze of uncertainty, cover with uncertainty. The highly contagious was also a good word. Disrupt was also a good word that we learned. Businesses fold also was a good word, right? All of these things. And then moving on, we learned giant leap for humanity. We learned that phrase as well. Anything that's a great step, big step for humanity. Giant is huge. Okay. Yeah. Economic effects, again, is a result. So you know that. I'm sure you know that. Fiscal is financial. It's not the same as physical. That's wrong. And again, goods, remember the difference between good and goods. There's a difference. So some, again, some good words that we learned here. And also moving on, we learned integral part, played a key role, all mean the same. Okay. So yes, endeavor means an effort, basically, a trial that you do. Okay. So the endeavor of newspaper practice sessions is to help students improve their vocabulary. Okay. Yeah. So these are some words that we learned. Reap rewards is again a good collocation. Reap rewards mean to be advantageous, to be of benefit to something. Okay. So a lot of collocation, endless possibilities, scientific discovery is also a great collocation. A lot of these things. Okay. This the word list is endless, but these are some great words that we picked up from this very interesting article. Okay. All right. So now that you've made note of these words, we will try and frame sentences in some time. Let's just do guided speaking before that. Okay. And by guided speaking, I don't mean to say that you have to dramatize things too much, but at least try to dramatize it a bit. Okay. And this is important for your pronunciation score in the speaking test. You have to learn the correct pronunciations of these words, one. And two, you have to stop and pause appropriately, have appropriate stresses as well. Okay. Yes, endeavor means an effort. Endeavor is like an effort towards something. Okay. So our endeavor to do this guided newspaper practice session is to help students improve their vocabulary. OR is American English, OUR is British English. So we've been taught British English in school, so it's OUR. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now let's just do guided speaking. Remember, I will speak out 4 5 words out aloud. You will have to repeat the words after me with the same kind of stresses and pauses. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, everyone who's responding to Neelam. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Let's get started with guided speaking now. Yeah. So while the global coronavirus pandemic, while the global coronavirus pandemic has cast a haze of uncertainty over our lives on earth, we are finding hope in the stars. The highly contagious virus continues to disrupt our financial stability as businesses fold, retailers struggle, and restaurants try to survive. Okay, so look at my tone when there was a comma, when there was a word here. Pay attention. Okay. However, NASA's Mars mission offers an economic bright spot nationally and in Virginia. Covered, that's what it means. Okay, moving forward. Under the Artemis program, NASA will land the first woman and the next man on moon by 2024 to study the lunar surface and live there. Surface and live there. Then comes the giant leap for humanity. Sending astronauts, restaurants, astronauts. Okay? Not astronauts, astronauts. Yeah. To Mars within the decade. Decade. Okay? Decade, 10 years. 10 years span. That's a decade. Okay? Moving forward, the economic effects are already being felt. The Moon to Mars mission generated approximately 300 million in direct economic benefits for Virginia during the 2019 fiscal year through thousands of jobs and government contract opportunities for goods and services. Repeat, okay? Yes. The report said, I'm just moving to the next sentence. The report said 1,221 jobs directly are related to the mission. In Virginia, the total economic impact from NASA is more than 27,000 jobs, $2 billion in labor income, $5.5 billion in economic output, and nearly $220 million in tax revenues for state and local governments, according to a report. Now, I just moved quickly from in that sentence because there were these stress, and I wanted you to do these stresses while you were reading them. I didn't want to pause there because it's important that you read them all together. All right. Okay. So good job in doing this along with me. Giant leap. Yes, it's a big step. That's what it means. Now, when you don't understand the meaning of a certain word, it is all right for you to do that. When you're doing reading test, you're not expected to understand every single word. It's important for you to understand the context. Astronauts, anybody who was sent to space. Okay. So yes, so anybody who does space exploration, anybody who deals with a lot of these celestial objects, that is an astronaut. Yes, yes. Okay. All right. So that's with guided speaking for today. And also, let's just try framing sentences now, something that you've been waiting to do. Now, let's pick giant leap. All right. That's like a good word. Let's pick giant leap and then we will look at other words. So, giant leap is like a big step. So anything that and usually is used to define something that's a big development, something that's a big step or decision that you take in either your career or your personal life. Okay, or some kind of a development, a big development that you've noticed in your area or in your in India maybe, or in your city. All right. So you can maybe say the giant leap of my career was when I decided to switch jobs and join this company, for example. All right. And the giant leap for my career was when I decided to go to this college in this particular country to study so and so program. Okay. So that's like a big step. Now, talking about developments or infrastructure development in an area, the giant leap of technology was noticed in Bangalore when there was Wi Fi at the railway station. All right, that was a giant leap for technology. All right, so something that's like a big development, a big step taken towards something. It's a noun, it acts like a noun. Okay, so remember the next giant leap, as in, giant leap is a noun. Okay, yes, coronavirus is a giant leap for the globe. Yes, for the health, for human health, right? It's definitely a giant leap. Government need to make a giant leap for country's betterment. Deep, well done. I took a giant leap in my career. Good, Vinil. The first step of mankind on moon was like a giant leap for all. Yes. Okay, my friend took a giant leap to go abroad for his studies. Yes. During the pandemic, my friend took a giant leap to invest in stocks when the market was not doing good. Saurabh, well done. When I started IELTS prep, that was like a giant leap for you. Okay, Avinash. The invention of semiconductor was a giant leap for the IT industry. For the IT industry. Or in the IT, yes, both are correct. The government of India took a giant leap by signing Rafale contract with France from C. Well done. You guys are giving me great sentences. My friends had taken a giant leap for my life. No, that's efforts is not what it means, Gayatri. So it means like a huge step that happened to you. Okay, so in this case, in this sentence, the huge step is sending astronauts to Mars is like the next giant leap. What was that? Okay, in your what did your parents do in that sense? All right, that's what giant leap means. You can also look at other sentences. They were all great. Moving one place to another during pandemic is like taking a giant leap. Exactly, Shiv Kailash. Wonderfully written. Yes, is like a giant leap, maybe. Okay. But I'm getting some great sentences with giant leap. Let's just see if I get another sentence. There has been a giant leap in mortgage rates. Okay, Alekia, all monetary terms today, now that we've learned some economics related article. Okay, let's just shift now. So, you guys were wanting to know the meaning of this word, endeavor. This is a very famous word. It's a good word to use. Endeavor, OUR is British, OR is American spelling. Okay, both are correct, both are accepted. I'll just follow one spelling, don't follow both. All right. So again, the great one good example of an endeavor would be, my endeavor is always to help students learn the basics of the English language. Okay, that's always my effort, or the effort that I take is always to improve students' basic language skills. Okay, so my endeavor is to improve, or it has been my endeavor to improve students' language skills. Okay, so let's try framing sentences with endeavor now, an effort that you took. Again, this is like a noun. This is not like a verb. This is not an adjective. Okay, it's a noun. So my endeavor is always to improve students' language skills. That's an example sentence. It can also be that it has always been my endeavor to keep myself fit and healthy. Another example. You guys can also, choosing physiotherapy is like a giant leap. Okay. All right. But now we're just moving on to endeavor. Endeavor, that's how it's pronounced. Okay? Try framing a sentence with this. Good sentences, all of the others who gave me sentences about giant leap, good job. I've made a lot of endeavors to succeed in my career. Okay, I have made a lot of endeavors. Okay, my father has put a huge endeavor. No, my father endeavors to progress, to make me progress in my career. All right, or my father's endeavor is to make me progress. So it's not like a huge endeavor. Yeah. My endeavor is to improve myself in yoga asanas. All right. Government's endeavor should decrease. Okay, the endeavors taken. Okay, fine. Government's endeavor should decrease the unemployment rate. Okay. It is my endeavor to guide people with about mental health illnesses, or do you mean people with mental health illnesses? Okay. By tireless endeavors by campaigners. Okay, Nishank. Good sentence. Nowadays, okay, I am giving an endeavor? No. Again, it is my endeavor to learn English. That's it. That's how you will write it. Again, Nikhila, so you will say attending guided is like an endeavor to learn new vocabulary. You're saying it as an opportunity. That's different. This is an effort that you take. Okay, so you will say it is my endeavor to learn new vocabulary, and guided newspaper practice is a way to do that. I endeavor towards family in a better place. No, my endeavor is to provide my family to live in a better place. Again, endeavor is not like a thing that you start. It's not like a venture deep. It's not like a company, or it's not like a new startup. Okay, it's an effort that you take. Everyone's endeavor is to survive in this pandemic, just live in this pandemic. Okay. Government's endeavor to produce coronavirus vaccine is commendable. Good, Sri Janardhanan. The endeavor of government to control coronavirus has become a success. Okay. All right. It's my endeavor to teach my hospital staff about hand washing. Okay. Okay, Sana, thank you. That's a good sentence, though. Yes. All right. Nice sentences with endeavor. Remember, it's a noun. Okay. I did great endeavors. No. To achieve success in my life, I endeavor again. So my endeavors led me to success in my life. You will not say I did great endeavors. So endeavor is like making that effort already. So you will not put the verb do there. Okay. Finally, the management's endeavor, yes, to retain employees helps in this pandemic situation. Exactly. So remember, if you're learning it this way, you will have to retain the American spelling throughout your writing test. Remember that. If you're using American spellings, you should be using American spellings throughout, but we've not learned that. So it's better that you learn endeavor with a U. ENDEAVOUR. Okay, whenever you frame a sentence, make sure you put a U here. My endeavor is to accomplish my future dream in my professional life. Okay, the endeavor is to make goes wrong. Okay, Deep. Good job with endeavors. Now I'm getting some correct sentences. All right. Okay, so you guys can also look at others' sentences. When I mention these names, you can just try and understand how endeavor is correctly used. And also, when I give you a correction, try incorporating it, and then frame a better sentence in your mind. Okay. Yes, we must. Okay, we must endeavor. Nonetheless, okay, you're using it as a verb, Nishank. Fine, no problems. Yes, but in this case, it's a noun. Okay. All right. Okay, great. Great job with framing sentences. Now, about thinking of what you think. Okay, let's come back to opinion, and let's come back to framing opinions. I want you to frame opinions about think whether when India does this Mars mission, or when India executes this Mars mission successful, or if India does such a mission, do you think it will benefit India, in terms of jobs, in terms of development? How do you think it will benefit India? And it involves you to have some general knowledge, I agree, but how do you think this will develop India from what it is here today? How will this particular mission, if executed in India, how will it benefit the country? And it involves you to know certain things, maybe certain facts, but still try framing sentences and give me your opinion on how it will develop India. You can kind of imagine that such a mission is being executed in your state, maybe, okay, or wherever you live. Think about the extent of development that will happen, or the extent of development that will not happen. Think about it. It can be anything. Just let me know as to how it will benefit India. Okay, and this is how you think and frame opinions. And when you give examples in your essay, remember this is how you will give examples. You will say that these many jobs were generated, this much revenue was generated, This is how you give example. Now, this is definitely true, but in your IELTS writing, you're allowed to write fictional examples as well. Okay. Okay, let's see some sentences with opinions now. Okay, so Saurabh thinks that it will create employment and India can grow and become a developed country, definitely, with so much money being generated and so much employment. Okay, Saurabh. Good. Can grow from, again, can become a developed country from being a developing country. Saurabh, should be phrased differently. Anyone else who has a sentence with that? Will be helpful in economic growth. Do you guys think it's a giant leap? It will be a giant leap for growth in India. It will be a giant leap for economic and unemployment reduction in India, right? It will definitely be. And this endeavor will definitely be a giant leap for India. Isn't that right? Yes. Of course, it is increasing, it will increase job opportunities as well as build new contemporary era. No, Avinash, you're not using it correctly. It will, it will have, it will give out increasing job opportunities. India took a giant leap to send astronauts to space, so it's directly providing, no, so it's directly providing jobs to 1,000 to 20 people. Okay, so that is wrongly used again. Running space programs should not be at the cost of economic development. Wow, good sentence, Dheeraj. Well done. Shreya. If India will execute, there will be job openings, wide range of people from technicians to scientists. Now, Shreya has a very strong opinion about this. Very good. A single space mission needs a lot of people to execute it, so it will provide a lot of job opportunities and it will need some indigenous developments, some local developments that will increase our revenue. Okay, good. The projects like this to provide jobs which will mitigate, not which mitigate, will mitigate unemployment. However, it will be a fiasco if it impacts. Okay, it will be a fiasco if it impacts economy badly. It's phrased differently again, Bumsy. You're using if, the sentence with if wrongly. Okay. All right. So good sentences. I am able to imagine your opinions there. Okay, one last sentence and then we will close. The effort of this government will create opportunities for aerospace. Yes, Sana Sheikh. Good, good, good. All right. Okay. Now, try leaving, your sentences in the comments box as well. I'm looking forward to your sentence, each one of your sentences here. Okay. And with this, we come to the end of this very interesting guided newspaper practice session. We will see you again in the next session. And before that, I want to talk about the fast track program. Now, this fast track program is a very intensive 3-month training program, and you can kind of, if you're interested, you can fill out the form that's there in the description of this video. All right, a counselor will get in touch with you. The details of the program are mentioned in the admissions form itself. Please fill it out and you can expect a call from a counselor. Okay, so I will see you then in another session. Bye bye, have a good day.